Real quick, let me bust this down. This video gonna be about the ugly truth. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, but it's gonna be ugly. Watch this. A lot of our young black brothers, I done already explained, don't see no value in the Bible because the people who are what they think successful is, your Jay-Z's, your whoever their biggest celebrity is, your Beyonce's, whatever. The female, same thing. They think that's what the world is all about because when they turn on their TV or they get on social media, they see these people living a certain lifestyle, and nobody has ever told them that life is about getting into the kingdom of heaven and not about getting rich. They don't see no value in the Bible because ain't nobody ever told them that salvation is for them. Ain't nobody ever told them that the Bible's a history book about the Israelites being in slavery. Ain't nobody never told them that. So they don't really see no value in being an Israelite. They don't even know they're Israelite. Once you find out you're an Israelite and you know what the Bible really say, you're gonna see the real value. You're gonna learn about what's really real. And that's the ugly truth. You know what I'm saying? So since they don't see no value in the Bible and they trying to get to Jay-Z level, they end up here wearing one of these. Remember the 50 Cent first album, Get Rich or Die Trying? You know how many people died trying to get rich? They only gonna show you the people who got rich. They never gonna show you the people who died trying. Look at all the rappers who died successful. Mo3, what you call successful. Young Dolph, PNB Rock. What's the other one that was out there in LA? That did the woo stuff. I can't think of his name right now. Man, you can Google the list of rappers who died, who was worth, and see what they was worth. A lot of people gonna watch this video and was like, man, that's messed up, da, da, da. You don't understand the real armor of God. Meaning that the armor of God is, and this the ugly truth, the armor of God is not taking a gun somewhere you think you might need it. Oh, I got my gun, so it's cool for me to go. Oh, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I wish somebody would, XYZ. That's our mentality. That's how you end up here. But the real truth is this. The armor of God tell me, don't go nowhere where I need a gun. If I need a gun, I'm not going. That means that place is not for me. That's how you end up here. That's the ugly truth. It's real. You got something else? A lot of black people think that they from Egypt, fam. If you're not African in America today, you're not from Egypt, fam. You're not Egyptian. Watusi, Zulus, if you ain't them, Ethiopian, you can't say you come from Egyptian ancestry. You can't say that. You walking around with the unk on for nothing. If you an American black, just straight black like me and you are from the tribe of Judah, my brother. That's the ugly truth. That's where you're from. I'm gonna show you why you know that's where you're from. Because guess what? All your favorite rappers walking around with unks. They all going to Egypt saying they from Egypt. Just think. We all know that anything that they don't want you to know, you won't know it. That's why you don't know you're an Israelite. That's the ugly truth. But let me show you something. Anything that they want you to promote, they'll put it on TV. So everybody walking around with unks on. That's how you know that's not you. You don't know you're an Israelite though, but it's okay for you to say you're an Egyptian. It ain't nobody gonna do nothing to you. When Kanye West got up and said he was an Israelite, you seen how they done him. When you get up and say you an Egyptian like all the other rappers is and walk around with unks on, they don't do that to you. When you saying that you are African American and trying to succeed in America, they don't do that to you. They only do you how they did Kanye West when you say you are Israelite. Why? Because they know that's who you really are. They'll never do you like how they did Kanye West for saying you an Egyptian and walking around with the unk on. That's how you know that's not you. They'll never do you like Colin Kaepernick walking around with the unk on talking about you from Egypt. They'll never do you like they did Kyrie Irving. They'll never do you like that. Only when you claim an Israelite Now you're anti-Semitic. How is that? That's the ugly truth. Let me show you another coincidence, because you know, in Egypt, Moses parted the Red Sea to get our Israelites out of Egypt. We was in bondage then. But let me show you this. In Houston, they got what they call the Ramsey unit, right? Guess who was the name of the person who had you in slavery as Pharaoh? The Pharaoh was the king who had you in slavery, where Moses had to go and get you out of slavery. The whole reason he parted the Red Sea. The man who had y'all in slavery, all the Israelites, guess who his name was? Ramsey. Now they got the Ramsey unit in Houston, Texas right now, where they got them locked up. That's prison, that's bondage. This is the new Egypt. Said you was gonna be brought back to spiritual Egypt in ships. Now if you know the map, you know Israel and Egypt is right next to each other. The people out there in Israel right now, them Israelis, they don't need no ship to get to Egypt. It's right down the way. When he said you was gonna be brought back to spiritual Egypt, he talk on ships. He talking about America, fam. Babylon the Great, spiritual Egypt, the Golden City, the land of milk and honey. He talking about America, fam. He told you about that in Deuteronomy. That happened through the transatlantic slave trade. But I want to go back to Egypt. I don't want to go too far right there. The man who had us in slavery, his name was Ramsey, and they got the Ramsey unit where people are imprisoned. That's not a coincidence. Never believe in coincidence or luck. Believe in karma and God's word. That's the ugly truth, fam. They cold with it, man. They tough with it. They real tough. Yeah, that's the ugly truth. The ugly truth is you don't stay in the black community. You stay in a community populated with a bunch of black people. If it was the black community, you would own the gas stations in your neighborhood. If it was a black community, you would have your hand in the judicial system in your neighborhood. If it was a black community, you would have part in the food industry in your neighborhood. You don't control none of that. If it was the black community, you'll have something to do with the legislation, the banking system that's going on, the loans. You don't own no land. None of that. How is it the black community? The schooling systems in our neighborhood, you don't have nothing to do with that. Everybody that has something to do with those things, the infrastructure of those things are from another nation. They don't have nothing to do with you. How is that the black community? No, it's all white communities. It's just black people that stay over there. That's it. That's the ugly truth. Let me show you some more ugly truth. Look at your neighborhood and then go look at some Acadia, Spring. Go look at them neighborhoods. Look at the infrastructure of your neighborhood and then go look at the infrastructure over there by Holly House somewhere. Over there by Holcomb. Over there by River Oaks. Go look at those infrastructures and see how it looks. It's gonna look totally different. You ain't gonna see too many McDonald's over there. You ain't gonna see too many fast food places over there. And you're gonna see a Whole Foods over there. You're gonna see those type of things over there. That's the ugly truth. If it ain't no real good produce over here, how you gonna get real good health? You gotta go over and beyond to get the real good produce. That's the ugly truth, fam. That's the ugly truth, fam. It's ugly out here, homie. Real ugly. You don't stay in the black community. Never did. Never did. The ugly truth is they done took the Bible out of school, right? But guess what they teaching your child in history? The contents of the Bible. They teaching your son in history class Judaism. That's Jewish people practicing Jew laws or Jew customs. That's what Judaism is. Hey, real quick, I'm gonna run this down. My son is in 10th grade, right? He going through history class, right? So, you know, I asked him, let me see your homework, son. Let me see what you're learning in history, right? Guess what he learning in history? The Bible. He's learning about Judaism. Okay, look, watch this here. It's a Hebrew scriptures, the Old Testament. Look at the name they got right there, though. See, y'all don't know the real name of Jesus. And look at how they spelled it. That ain't the right way. Then they talking about Canaan, founded by Abraham, right? Y'all think Africa is Africa. No, that was the land, the name of that land. Okay, now you got present day Israel, Palestine, and Lebanon. Look, they saying that's Judaism. No, All them people over there in Israel right now are not the real Jews, fam. They are not that. You got to be black to come from Judah. It's in the Bible. And then they tell my Moses led Hebrews out of Egypt. That's when he parted the Red Sea and the 10 Commandments by Moses, XYZ. This is the Bible. But guess what? He learned it in history class. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. This book has nothing to do with religion. This is a history book. Jewish people are practicing Judaism. That's what they call it. And they telling your child that the Jewish people are the children of Israel, are the true children of the Bible. But they took Bible out of school. And guess what they teaching it? Guess in what class they teaching it? History class. That's the ugly truth, man. That's the ugly truth, man. Right now you might see my face where it's cold in this cell. These people don't care about you. They will lock you up and throw away the key, fam. That's the ugly truth. Every time I ever went to court, the DA never looked at me when he asked the judge for how much time he wanted to give me. He never looked my way. They don't care about you, fam. It's a numbers game to them. They making a career off your back. They done put the bait out there. We killing each other. Your brother will kill you to go spend money with another nation. That's the ugly truth. He'll kill you just to go buy Gucci, and Gucci don't like him. He'll kill you to go buy Fendi. That's the ugly truth. He'll kill his brother to go spend money with the white man. That's the ugly truth, and end up here. This is where he'll end up. He mad at the world. It's tough out here, man. It's the real ugly truth out here. I ain't gonna make this one too long, man. God bless y'all and shalom.